Hey guys, bringing you another key repair video today. I'm working on a Lenovo ThinkPad computer, and in this video I'm going to show you how to swap out one of the large keys. I'm going to show you how to uninstall and then reinstall one of these large enter space shift keys, one of those. If you are looking for a video on a smaller normal size key, a letter key, look below in the description and I'll have a link down there for when I did those. The reason why, real quick, I'm replacing a key versus an entire keyboard is because with French inset keyboards, in order to replace the keyboard and not the palm rest, you basically have to break them apart from each other, and the next keyboard will never be as secure. So it's not considered an ideal repair, and as often as you can swap out keys instead of a keyboard, it's preferable to do so. So if you have any questions or comments through this process, if you see something that stumps you, check out the frequently asked questions below. If you don't see it, leave me a message. I do get back to you a few times a day at least. The only thing you really need here is a small flathead screwdriver, smaller the better. And I will show you now how to get one of these larger keys off. So to start with, I'm going to take my small flathead screwdriver, I'm going to slide it underneath my keycap, which is this top part, but I'm going to get it on top of the retainer clip underneath. And the idea there is to hold down the retainer clips while I peel off this cap so that they don't bend and break. So I'm going to do that now, and then I'll show you what it looks like under there once I get this cap off. Okay, so as you can see, that came off fairly easily, and as you can see, my flathead screwdriver is holding down those white plastic clips. So I'm going to put that keycap off to the side. This is what you're looking at underneath most of these larger keys. You're looking at your normal rubber spring in the center. It's held on by glue. Really try not to rip that off. They're very hard to get down. You're looking at a couple white or black, get this out of the way. My driver's magnetized, so it's being a pain in the butt. You're looking at a couple white or black plastic retainer clips, and then you're looking at one or two metal stabilizer bars. This one runs along the top, this one here ran along the bottom. So in order to get this out, the stabilizer bars come out easy enough. They're pretty free-flowing in there. They slide back and forth. They're put into holes on either side. Just take one, slide it out of the hole, slide the other end out of the hole, and that comes out fairly easily. Same thing with the bottom. Now, in order to get these retainer clips up, they're a little more tricky. Now, most of them are held in the same way. They're either held in by 4 metal pins near all 4 corners, or they're held in one side by a metal bracket in the center. So you'll either have 4 near the corners or 3. 2 near the corners, 1 in the middle. Now the idea is to find the pins that are closest to the edge. So in my case, it's these on top. What I'm going to do, I'm going to press on the bottom with my thumbnail, try to get as much give as I can, while I slowly, gently try to pry this out from under the metal pin. Now this is very hard to do. This is the worst part. If you do break this pin, it'll probably be here. And I'll show you why once I get this out. So I'm just going to push on that. Try to pry that up. That side's up. I think I did it without breaking it. Okay, so it looks like my 2 retainer clips came out separately, which is okay. It's not necessarily broken. They're a 2-part clip, so let me zoom in on that for you. So if this happens to you, I'm actually glad it happens so you can see. The retainer clip is made of 2 parts, and they're held together by these 2 little plastic pins on either side. Those 2 plastic pins fit into holes here, so if it does come apart, as long as those 2 pins are not broken, you can get them back together. So I'm just going to put those back together now. Kind of a pain because it's such a small component. So I'll slide that back in there. Okay. So be careful with that, but you can get them back together. Now, I'm going to spin this around. Hopefully you can see that. Those 2 little holes, one on this corner, one on that corner. That's what was being held underneath those metal pins. Very thin, very flimsy, very breakable. If I were to try to just put my screwdriver and pop those up, I'd most likely break those. So that's why you have to, it's more of a prying out from under action than it is a popping it up action. So that's how you would get it out. So in order to put this back in now safely, we're going to go in reverse. We just took the top off first, so now we're going to put the bottom in first. We're going to lay it down generally where it should go. That may take you a little longer than it took me because I do this a lot. What you're going for here is to get the bottom plastic component underneath its two metal pins first. And once it's centered and secure on the bottom, you should just be able to push on top and snap those into place. Just like that. So now that that's in place, we're going to make sure that our stabilizer bars, we're going to take that top one, slide it into the hole on the left, into the hole on the right, lay that down, try to, and again, it's pretty loose, it doesn't snap into place. So get that as centered as possible. Do the same if you have a second one. Some of the smaller ones may not, like if you're doing the enter key, that may not have two bars. Okay, so it looks like my top is centered, looks like my bottom is centered. And this may take a few tries again because those are just free flowing and you gotta snap them in. But then you put your cap on and then press it in place, snap it in. Okay, so mine went on first try, so that's good. But again, you may take a few tries because especially with those metal bars, they have a lot of room to play in there, so they may not be perfectly lined up. So if you get it snapped in and it feels cockeyed, half snapped in, half didn't, just take your flathead again, go in there, safely take it off again, try lining everything up and then snapping it down, and you will eventually be able to get it, assuming neither retainer clip has been damaged. So that is how you would swap out one of the larger keys for a Lenovo ThinkPad. Again, any questions or any issues you face, leave me a comment below after checking the frequently asked questions. That could save you some time. If multiple people have already asked it, I'll add it there. Like and share if it was helpful, and if you enjoyed do-it-yourself computer work, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.